Right now, live at 5.
The Biden administration is trying to crack down on so-called ghost guns. I'm Deborah Alfarone at the White House with the proposed regulations and their potential effects on gun violence.
Plus, back in the Northland.
If you are a local in Duluth, you might be at the center of the city's latest plan to attract tourism. We'll tell you why coming up tonight.
And we hear from a Duluth hospital about why they're still looking for people to take part in a groundbreaking COVID study 2 years later.
You're watching Live at 5 on Live Local CBS 3.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Briggs LaSavage. For the first time, we're hearing how a Twin Cities-based marketing firm plans to help grow tourism in Duluth.
You'll get it when you get here. Duluth. Love it like we do.
That's a clip from a new promotional video. It's just a piece of a larger plan for how to boost tourism in the city. You'll remember city leaders hired Belmont Partners last year, replacing Visit Duluth. And today, they and the rest of the Duluth Tourism Collaborative unveiled their new campaign after months of research.
CBS 3's Rob Coles attended their presentation today and breaks down what this new campaign will mean for the city.
Well, Kristen and Briggs, the lakefront here is a popular place for locals to relax, but the Duluth Tourism Collaborative found it's also one of the biggest draws for people coming to visit the area, and that combination helped inspire their new marketing campaign, Love It Like We Do. Now, the idea was born out of the Duluth Tourism Collaborative, which includes representatives from the city of Duluth, Visit Duluth, and the DEC. It also includes two new Twin Cities-based organizations, Belmont Partners and the marketing agency Lawrence and Schiller. Now, the organizations research travel trends, studying different strategies to bring visitors to Duluth. They say they found many travelers want to experience the destinations like the locals do. So they plan to highlight off the beaten path attractions in addition to some of the more notable landmarks like the lakefront. Leaders say after 2 years of the pandemic, people are eager to travel again, and Duluth could see a very busy summer.
And I think one of the most surprising things that we found is how excited people are to get back out and travel, and how Duluth is a part of that travel consideration set and really well suited to bring in a lot of diverse visitors.
The Duluth Tourism Collaborative has classified travelers into 3 groups: families with kids, young adults looking for adventure, and active older people nearing retirement. And they plan to target their advertising toward each group differently. Now, they say they are primarily targeting visitors within a 400-mile radius of Duluth, with extra effort going to people within 200 miles of the region. And members of the collaborative, they say that in addition to surveying people, they also researched some of the towns nearby that rely on tourism, like Wisconsin Dells. Now, one big change people in Duluth may notice is a new logo they unveiled today. It gives a nod to the North Star, and we have an image of that on our website.
All right, thank you, Rob. Coming up at 6, we'll hear from a business that relies on both locals and tourists to keep the doors open and what they think about this new effort. Also coming up tonight, we're expecting to get a better idea of how Spirit Mountain fared financially this year. Spirit Mountain leaders will present their 2023 budget proposal at tonight's Duluth City Council meeting. That will include projections based on revenue from this past season, which did not include the large Snowcross event. After struggling in recent years, Spirit Mountain leaders say they have become more financially stable. We'll take a closer look at how and what comes next tonight at 10.
St. Luke's is looking for new people to take part in a COVID study. The Duluth Hospital has been working with the CDC and other research sites across the country on the Recover study for the past 2 years now. It's meant to show how COVID moves through communities. The national initiative is now seeking more healthcare workers, first responders, and anyone whose job involves interacting with others. They hope new participants will give more clarity on how the disease has progressed. Hospital reps say it's an important opportunity to be part of one of the longest and biggest running website.
Today, President Biden and his Justice Department announced new executive regulations to address homemade weapons known as ghost guns. The goal is to classify them the same as regular firearms.
The president also introduced his pick to lead the federal agency charged with enforcing gun laws and requirements. Deborah Alfarone has more from the White House.
From the Rose Garden at the White House, President Biden proposed new rules to regulate the manufacture and sale of ghost guns.
This is the gun. It's not hard to put together.
Ghost guns are homemade firearms that can be assembled using a 3D printer or with kits purchased online. They lack serial numbers, which makes it impossible for law enforcement to trace. The new proposed rules would require gun makers to include serial numbers, be federally licensed, run background checks, and keep purchase records as long as they are in business.
Because of these updates, law enforcement will have additional crime gun intelligence to stop gun violence.
The new regulations are likely to face lawsuits from manufacturers and gun rights groups. Monday, the president also announced the nomination of Steve Dettelbach to the head of the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, or ATF. President Biden nominated the former Ohio U.S. attorney after he pulled his previous nominee due to bipartisan concerns from lawmakers.
I promise to support the men and the women of the ATF and to do everything in our power to protect the people of this nation every single day.
If confirmed, Dettelbach would become the first permanent ATF director in 7 years. Deborah Alfarone, CBS News, the White House.
The White House continues to call on Congress to pass gun legislation, but that's not likely to happen in the equally divided U.S. Senate. That's where some Republican lawmakers have already come out against the president's new ghost gun rules.
You might be sick of the snow by now, but local tourism leaders say it could actually lead to something pretty spectacular this spring. The Northland is expecting a strong waterfall season that typically begins right around this time of year and lasts about 2 weeks. Here's a look at Gooseberry Falls today, just north of Two Harbors. You can see the snow melts already making for some roaring falls there. Visit Cook County leaders have a waterfall map highlighting some of the best spots to check out the falls safely, and we have a link to that on our website.
Dave joins us now for a quick look at weather. Dave, a lot of that snow is melting, but it just seems like more and more keeps coming, too.
Yeah, Iron Rangers got about 1 to 3 last night, and now we're taking a break for a few hours. But our next low-pressure system is going to bring aboard initially a chance for rain, a good soaker, followed by the chance for more snow late week. 4th week in a row. Yeah. Well, let's take a live look at what's going on outside of Ely. And there's Robinson Lake, which is showing no signs of ice out. But the snow, they got towards 2 inches in that neck of the woods last night, has already melted off the roadway. So warmer temperatures in the 40s and close to 50 for some towns here. Melted off whatever precip we did get last night. Just keep in mind, there's another round coming as our next low-pressure system ambles in from the west, leading with its warm front. So that's why I think rain is possible and likely Tuesday and Wednesday, followed up by a good chance for snow come Thursday or Friday. The rain could go to the tune of 1 inch over those 2 days. The snow, a little too early to tell right now whether it'll be big or little. We will track the system, of course. Short-term forecast says a pleasant night tonight with a clear to partly cloudy sky, despite a few showers this evening. Low temp around 30 above. Tomorrow's high temp 45, just a hair cooler than normal, but a 60% chance for rain builds in the afternoon. And we'll talk about how long it'll stay rain and when it'll shift to snow and when that'll all end with my 7-day forecast in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks, Dave. Still to come on Live at 5, spring means burn season in Wisconsin. A look at where the U.S. Forest Service has burns planned for the summer, coming up in City by City.
Spring is here, and we have all your cycling needs covered. Need folding tires, shorts, parts, or helmets? We have them. Want an e-bike? We have those too. Need a shock repair? We can do it. Stop into Twin Ports Cyclery today.
Cleaning your gutters is a pain, but ignoring them could ruin the value of your home. Gutter Helmet is the solution. Gutter Helmet has proven to be the best for over 40 years with our patented design that keeps debris out while allowing water to flow freely through your gutters. Choose the perfect color to blend with your home, and our certified technicians will install Gutter Helmet in less than a day. We guarantee performance with a triple lifetime warranty, and we have the reviews to prove it. Don't wait to secure the value of your home. Call Gutter Helmet today to never clean your gutters again.
At 7 West Tap House, we have everything from classic American lagers to small batch craft IPAs. Our rotating selection of award-winning beers is sure to have something for you. Pair a beer with one of our mouth-watering burgers and freshly cut fries or chips. Stop in today at 7 West Tap House in downtown Duluth.
Did the moon really fill the entire night sky? Was the food made by an alchemist? And the streets filled with music? Could we reach up and touch the stars in this world that felt so intimately ours? Were these experiences out of this world? Or did they just feel otherworldly? And is there any difference? Explore Minnesota.
Every mother is unique. At Numi Jewelers, all of our mother's rings are custom made for style and fit to celebrate everything that makes her exceptional. Order soon for guaranteed Mother's Day delivery on a custom mother's ring.
True love is guaranteed at Numi Jewelers.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
A lot of people think, well, I'll wait until May and get my bike repaired, and we're saying bring it in early. We have a full repair staff. You'll get the bike back quickly, so you'll have the bike when you want to start riding.
Welcome back to the CBS 3 News Live at 5. Here's a live look from the DNR Eagle Camp tonight. The chicks are growing up pretty quickly. Hard to see them right now, but they are less than a month old, and researchers say they are already over 2 pounds. Amazing to watch them grow. Dave will be in with this week's full forecast in a few minutes, but first, let's take a look around the region.
Wisconsin residents have 72 hours to make their voices heard beginning tonight, and a training grant for students in Grand Rapids. All of that and more as we take you around the Northland, city by city. We start things off in Bayfield County tonight, where spring means the start of burn season. The Chequamegon-Nicolet National Forest conducts prescribed fire activities to restore and improve wildlife habitat and to reduce wildfire risk. These fires are expected to start on the 13th, with work going through this fall as long as the conditions allow. Officials will notify nearby residents of burns before they start. About 7 burns are planned in Bayfield County for this summer. And next we take on Wisconsin as a whole, where the state is hosting the 2022 spring hearing beginning tonight. The DNR, Conservation Congress, and Natural Resources Board all have advisory questions that the public can leave their thoughts on. Once the website launches tonight, it will only be available for 72 hours. A few of the questions include considering an end to all killing contests, additional programs to manage chronic wasting disease, and several other hunting and trapping questions. There are also county-specific issues that will appear based on where you live. And we wrap up in Grand Rapids tonight, where the Chamber of Commerce recently received a grant for youth skills training. The money will help the chamber develop and continue programs that offer meaningful career exposure and paid work experience for kids over 16. Those experiences might include work in manufacturing, agriculture, and healthcare, among other fields. The money can also help pay for training, transportation, and certificates for other qualifying students. If there's something going on in your neighborhood that you think we should know about, send us an email and it might be featured as we go around the Northland, city by city.
Still to come, April showers bring May flowers. Details on a fun way you can shop for seeds in Duluth coming up.
Well, Duluth got about a ½ inch of snow last night from that passing system, but a high temp of 49, 2 degrees warmer than normal, melted that off rather rapidly. But a new low coming to call. We'll start with rain as early as tomorrow and finish with snow by the start of next weekend. Will we be adding more on top? We'll give you the latest theories on what could happen coming up after the break.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
With Angus beef, melty Swiss, and bacon between toasted sourdough. Oh, yeah. The Frisco Angus Burger is for those who know an icon when they see one. Because flavor like this is always in style. Bite into the Frisco Angus Burger, part of the Frisco menu, only at Hardee's.
Come on down to Hannah Johnson Fabrics and Sewing Studio in Lakeside Marketplace. Don't know where to start? Visit our new sewing classroom and studio. Whether you're a brand new sewist or you've sewn for years, we have a class for you at Hannah Johnson Fabrics. We'll help you get your projects going with our huge selection of high-quality designer and specialty fabrics. Our friendly staff will help you find exactly what you need. Come see us in person or register for classes online at hannahjohnsonfabrics.com.
A Ford built for you, by you. Get yours, built from the ground up with your choice of colors, wheels, and other available features specifically designed for your Ford. Want a head-up display and escape, 7 GOAT modes in Bronco Sport, or best in its class gas torque and Ranger? You got it. And now an additional $1,500 bonus cash on top of all public offers. See your dealer for a Ford built for you, by you. Your Northland Ford dealers thank you for making Ford the best-selling brand in the Twin Cities region.
With ham, melty cheese, and an egg on toasted sourdough. Ooh, the recipe for standing out is keeping things simple, making this breakfast your most iconic meal of the day. Bite into the Frisco Breakfast Sandwich, part of the Frisco menu, only at Hardee's.
I'm Nora O'Donnell in our nation's capital. We're here at the White House with the President of the United States.
Thanks for having me.
Our exclusive access to the presidential platform. We will witness yet another moment in history.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell from Washington, D.C.
Get your news on the go. The CBS 3 mobile app. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
Last night's snow did create a winter weather advisory for some parts of northern Minnesota. And when all was said and done here, snow totals ran about 2.8 inches around Cabotogama, 2.4 for Chisholm, Ely, 2.1, nearby Whitten, 1.5 inches, Cotton and Canyon, 2 close by cities, well, 1 inch straight up, and then from Hovland to Big Falls, just a trace to 0.2 of an inch. Our next system, like I mentioned, is going to start with rain and then could finish with another round of snow. Let's go in and take a look at these current conditions before we talk more about the 7-day forecast. Right now at the airport in Duluth, 42 degrees the current temp. It feels nice. Relative humidity is 76%. That's a bit juicy. Westerly winds going 16 miles per hour, and our air pressure still a hair on the lower side at 1,009 millibars. And there is still a chance for a couple more hours of scattered sprinkles before we dry up for the overnight, but then turn towards the rainy side again tomorrow. Current temps 50 to 51 in the Upper Peninsula, 47 to 54 in northern Wisconsin. Warm spot being Ashland. Cool spot being Superior. Into Minnesota, we do have some upper 30s for parts of the Mesabi range from Eveleth, Virginia, and the Quad Cities to Hibbing, Chisholm, Buell there, 39. Well, Eveleth just warmed up to 41. So we're actually still warming for a little while longer. We're also at 41 or 40 for Grand Rapids, 48 degrees International Falls. Well, over the next couple of days, these temperatures will tumble by midweek and late week, cool enough for the chance of snow to return. But initially, that warm front coming our way, that is going to warm us up and bring us a chance for rain. Here's the low that brought the precip last night. Now it's connected, frontally speaking, to another low taking shape on the lee side of the Rockies. That's the one that starts with rain and will finish potentially with a little bit of snow. Looking at the current situation here, well, we've got the tail end of one low keeping some clouds going, and the front end of that next low, and its warm front pushing a few exploratory showers into the region. They likely won't add up to much and could go away for a few hours over the next couple of hours, but then come back as our low pressure system gets closer to the region. So as we mentioned, it starts with a warm front, and so through Wednesday we'll probably have rain around our region, but the backside and the cold front of the low could shift things over towards snow for Thursday and Friday. First, we'll talk about the rain. The rain that comes across these first 2 days could be a bit of a soaker, running about a ½ inch to even 1 inch plus around our area, but that should help fight off the usual wildfire season we get in the spring usually when spring does come. That's still up in the air, too. Anyway, tonight, the air should be clear to partly cloudy with Minnesota lows 21 inland to 32 by the lake. Wisconsin and Michigan runs the range of 29 to 32 with a partly cloudy sky there. For tomorrow, cloudy sky, 30% rain chance beginning in the afternoon for Wisconsin, Michigan, 45 to 55, but it is a 60% chance during the same time frame for Minnesota with highs there from 41 to 48. Into the extended forecast we go, and these upper 40s to lower 50s go away as the clouds go up and the rain chances go up. Rain Tuesday, Wednesday, potentially snow Thursday, Friday. Snow totals too early to tell right now. We could jump on a model and start preaching it now, and then it goes the other way, one way or the other, and then there's egg on our face. So all I can say is there's a snow chance those 2 days, and as the models get more firmly in place, we'll talk about how much could come across. Then by the weekend, cooler but sunnier, a splitting of the difference.
Yeah, it's nice that they save the sun for the weekend at least. So
that's
maybe
one way to
people
look
have a
at
chance
it,
to get
Briggs.
outside. All right, thanks, Dave.
You've heard of the Little Free Library for neighbors to share books, but what about a library for seeds? The Duluth Community Garden Program has set up 4 of these seed libraries around town. They're all restocked and ready for the spring season. The group puts them out as a way to get more people into gardening. You can take 1 packet of each plant variety and up to 6 seed packets total. Just make sure to close the door's latch when you're done and return unused seeds to the library. For a full list of Little Seed Library locations, you can visit cbs3duluth.com. It's that time of the show where we get to talk about adoptable pets, and today's pet comes to us from Northwoods Humane Society in Hayward.
This is Bailey. He is a 1-year-old Boston Terrier mix who still has tons of puppy energy and is house trained too. Our friends at the shelter say he gets along with other dogs and people just fine and would make a great fit in almost any home. And he's got a cute little smile there with his little underbite. If you'd like to set up an appointment to adopt Bailey, you can call the number on your screen.
Very happy pup there. Well, earlier this morning, we took to social media and asked you all to share photos of your pets for National Pet Day.
Yeah, and oh boy, people really turned out for this one. We have seen almost 800 comments and photos from people gushing about their furry friends. Here are just some of those photos you all shared with us. We saw a little of everything too, from dogs and cats, of course, to goats and cows and chickens there we saw. So it just goes to show we all love a chance to show off our furry friends, and we couldn't miss an opportunity to show our furry friends here at CBS 3 too. So this, of course, is my dog Harry. He is a 2-year-old Great Pyrenees. He visits us often at work, and those are actually photos I think that Kristen's taken all.
Probably. Very photogenic.
Yeah, he is a sweet boy, wearing a tie in that middle picture there.
Business casual for Harry.
Yeah.
Well, these are my boys, Louie and Duke, and don't let the photos deceive you. Louie is 10 pounds, Duke is almost 100 pounds, so they look similar sizes there, but they definitely are not. I just adore them both. They're such good boys.
And it's so cute how they match, too. Look at them. Just different sizes.
Yes.
And this is Dave's Chihuahua, Toffee, too. Dave, you look like you have quite the cozy friend there. Is that Toffee in like a sweater, a sleeve?
She is stuck in the sleeve of my Coast Guard jacket. She's a 5-pound Chihuahua that likes to nestle in there. Thought she'd take a shortcut out. The sleeve got stuck. So she looked like a big giant snake. And of course I had to mock and humiliate her for that.
Well, just her little snout sticking out of the sleeve there.
And by the way, I wouldn't normally choose a 5-pound Chihuahua for my pet, but when my daughter moved out into an apartment, couldn't keep pets, all of a sudden, who inherits a 5-pound Chihuahua? That doesn't like me that much.
And now you have come to love her, as we all do when we take in a pet.
That is funny.
Oh, well, thank you again, everybody, for submitting your pets to us and celebrating National Pet Day. If you want to see all the rest of the photos, head over to our Facebook page.
So fun. Still to come, from bird flu to inflation, how long shoppers might see sky-high prices for eggs. Coming up next.
Looking for a new garage? Maybe a home or cabin shell? Call Economy Garages to make your visions a reality. With over 40 years experience and over 9,000 buildings built for your friends and neighbors, you can trust us to get the job done right.
Call Economy Garages when you want it done right.
Not all internet is priced this good.
Switch to Extreme and go super fast for as low as $19.99 a month for a year. Oh yeah. Hook up your home with powerful Wi-Fi, 99.99% reliability, and speeds that are FCC proven to be faster than advertised. Not all internet is priced this good. Switch today and get speeds starting at 100 meg for as low as $19.99 a month for a year. Call 844-EXTREME2 for details.
Blue Rock Grill features a seasonally rotating cocktail list as well as an extensive selection of sought-after spirits. Whether you're seeking a quick sandwich for lunch, a nap and a cocktail, or the perfect night out with friends, choose Blue Rock Grill, located next to the Miller Hill Mall.
There's nothing that can compare to a plane that goes up in the sky and does really cool stuff. I'm an avionics and electrical engineer, so I'm working with some new ideas, new products, doing a lot of the electrical. It's the place to be in my mind. I definitely have some pride, and my buddies ask me where I'm working now, and just to show them what I'm doing is super sweet. And I just see it as a company that's growing and that I want to be a part of. I'm really excited to be here for the long term.
I'm Dr. Kelly McKinnon. I'm a primary care physician here at St. Luke's Miller Creek Medical Clinic. I love medicine because it combines the two passions in my life for basic science and caring for people. Being a family doctor, I can combine those and live my dream job every day. I chose to practice here at St. Luke's because of the culture here, the way that we treat our patients, and also the way that we treat our colleagues here is the way that people really should be treated.
I've always liked video editing. When I was growing up, I made a lot of YouTube videos about hamsters, and I really love squids. I graduated from a really big high school, so coming to UWS, where it's a lot smaller, it allowed me to really find myself. More opportunities are there for me to explore and find out what I really want to do. One of my overarching dreams is to film and edit a documentary about marine biology. I would say that I am very happy here.
There's a reason some people go to the gym. Because they don't do what you do every day. Lifting, climbing, lunging, and repeating till the job's done right. This is your workout. This is your gym. And these are the boots and workwear that stretch, support, and protect you every step of the way.
Find your area workwear and boots at Northwest Outlet.
Coming up Tuesday on CBS 3 this morning, we're learning more about the city's big plans to revamp tourism as we head into the summer months.
And we are tracking yet another messy midweek system.
So wake up with us tomorrow, starting at 5 a.m.
The cost of eggs continues to take flight, rising higher from inflation, the war, and now a bird flu outbreak. CBS's Katie Smith reports.
Uptown Bar and Grill in Waverly, Minnesota cracks open 400 eggs a week, and prices are sizzling.
It's not just the eggs, but the eggs were extreme. It went from 8 cents an egg to 26 cents an egg.
Trade analysts say wholesale prices in March climbed to $3.01 a dozen. And ahead of the Easter holiday, many shoppers are seeing an uptick too. According to the USDA, the current average price for a dozen grade A white eggs is $1.66, up from $1.08 this time last year.
What are some of the factors that are causing egg prices to go up? Certainly inflation is a part of the overall picture. Feed costs are up, as you know. Primarily, I would say the bird flu is probably the biggest influence in the recent price spike that we've seen.
An avian influenza outbreak has forced farmers to cull millions of chickens and turkeys. The USDA has confirmed cases of avian influenza in at least 26 states, impacting everything from farms to food banks.
We got an email from our supplier that they were no longer able to supply us with those eggs.
The owners of Uptown Bar and Grill hatched a plan to keep costs down, now sourcing their eggs from farmers in the community.
Anything we can do to help support the community and in turn...
Because they help support us.
Yeah, because they help support us.
Industry experts are watching the next few weeks to see if warmer weather may help slow or stop the spread of bird flu and coax egg prices back down. Kate Smith, CBS News, New York.
We'll be right back after the break.
Stay connected to live local CBS 3. Check out our exclusive content on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as our mobile app, and join the conversation on today's big stories.
Morning.
Who said that? Whoa, where did that come from? Floating money.
It's funny.
Good luck out there.
Create the yard of your dreams with Menard's huge selection of garden supplies. Grow a beautiful lawn with Pennington Smart Seed Sun and Shade Grass Seed. It requires 30% less watering. A 20-pound bag is just $49.99 after 11% rebate. Get a clean edge around gardens and flower beds with Mastermark Gardener Pro Lawn Edging. It blocks the spreading of grass and weeds. Master Gardener Lawn Edging is $15.99 after 11% rebate at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Your home improvement company has your new energy-efficient windows. Your windows come with a double lifetime warranty, many style and color options, and energy efficiency that will save you money. All of our installers are trained and certified in our installation training center. We're offering 50% off installation for the month of April and 0 down, 0 interest, and 0 payments until 2023. Call today for an appointment tomorrow. Your home improvement company, where it's your home made better.
Mining. It's a part of Minnesota's history that affects everyone in the Northlands still to this day. Join me, Kristen Bakke, every Tuesday for Eye on Mining.
Brought to you by Range Regional Airport. Watch Eye on Mining with Kristen Bakke every Tuesday at 10. Only on live local CBS 3.
Hey, Lainey, when is the baby coming?
Very, very soon.
Dad, what about yours?
You're gonna... Yeah, okay, well...
CBS 3 closed captioning is brought to you by Essentia Health Pharmacies, keeping things safe, simple, and convenient through mail, local delivery, drive-through, and curbside pickup services.
That's your news at 5. The CBS Evening News is next.
We'll see you back here at 6.